Well, joining us from our Cape Town studio now is editor of TVSA, Tashi Tag. And thanks for joining us, Tashi. And just like to hear your thoughts on this. What would you compare this goodbye to Michael Jackson with today in recent history? Any other big events and other superstars that we've lost over the years?
Well, I think that the one that springs to mind immediately is Diana. That was the last big thing. Our media wasn't as it is now, particularly with the internet. So in a way, that was less than this. And then if you go back, there was Elvis as well. So I actually think that this will go down as the biggest kind of pop icon event, you know, certainly, yeah.
Tashi, obviously this won't be the end of it. We will be watching the saga surrounding Michael Jackson's family and his kids over the months to come.
Oh yes, I'm sure that there are going to be tons of things. Just someone was saying the other day, they're waiting for the celebrity release of all his greatest hits, you know, everyone's singing a track on it. The will, who's gonna keep the kids, a hidden girlfriend perhaps. I heard some bodyguard of his was saying that he's apparently got a hidden girlfriend, which I was very suspicious about. But, you know, we might find those popping out of the framework now, claiming that they are. So I think that we're going to see some facts and a lot of fiction.
Are we possibly looking at a lot of documentaries that are going to come out on the life of Michael Jackson as well in the coming weeks and months?
Yes, I'm sure that's going to happen, covering his life from different angles. I was also thinking the movie, but the difficulty with that is who would possibly play him. So I think that the movie is probably something that the time is going to deliver. But certainly already we've seen so many documentaries from different angles, different spins on his life, the positive, the negative. So I think that that'll keep going for ages. And I actually think that fans will probably mark today, either today or the day of his death. There'll be a pilgrimage to Neverland, you know, if it becomes a memorial particularly, that will become like the thing that everyone does when they go and see Elvis or see Elvis.
Now, in terms of this memorial service today, in terms of the performances and the scheduled appearances as well, we've got all these major stars paying tribute to him. It does sound like it will be more of a celebration than a very, very sad moment. Do you think that is what fans would have wanted, or would they want something a bit more somber, or is this exactly the perfect goodbye to Michael Jackson?
It's such a difficult one because I think that there are different types of fans, and I imagine that there are going to be some heartbroken ones at the event and those who celebrate. It's this kind of weird mix of the two. Just before I arrived, I read on Twitter that Elizabeth Taylor isn't going to the memorial at all because she's saying the whole thing's a sham, and you know him and her were very tight. So she was so close to him, and it's almost as if it's all too much for her. But I do think that fans need this, so perhaps they'll go in feeling sad and come out celebrating. I'm also interested to see if there's going to be any kind of red carpets anywhere.
All right, well, thanks for your insight into that, TVSA editor Tashi Tag from our Cape Town studios. Just giving us some thoughts on the memorial service there for Michael Jackson and his funeral, which will get underway in just a short while.